Hey there everybody, it's Stacy Parks of filmspecific.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 mistakes filmmakers are making with their business plans. And this sort of came about because I've recently been talking with a bunch of filmmakers about their business plans, and they've expressed to me certain things that they've changed in their business plans over the months that has allowed them to start seeing better results. And you'll see what I mean as we continue on with this video here. But the first biggest mistake that everybody seems to have made at one point or another is that their business plan was just too long. And what I mean by that is business plans that are 30, 40, 50 pages long. And you may think I'm exaggerating here, but I've seen these things myself. And the truth is, who in the heck wants to look at a 30, 40, 50 page business plan? What I usually recommend doing is something much, much shorter, at least initially. So, 10, 15, let's say 20 pages max. And then have supporting material and documents that you can then supply the potential investor if they ask for it. And I'll talk about that in a little bit here. But anyway, I recommend keeping your business plan short and to the point. Remember, nobody wants to read a big long document full of boring numbers. So the second biggest mistake that everybody seems to have made at one point or another is them using comparables instead of revenue projections. And you know what I mean. It's the business plans that say, compare their film to, say, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, or the Blair Witch Project, or the most popular one recently I've seen is people comparing their film to Paranormal Activity. Now, we all know that the success that one film has seen, no matter how similar it is to yours, means absolutely nothing to the results that you can actually see in the marketplace. There's absolutely no correlation. So for you to use comparables like that in your business plan, I find is just plain deceiving to potential investors. Because what it does is it paints a picture of what another film was able to accomplish without delving into the details of how or why they even accomplished those results. So big no-no to comparables. Instead, you should be using solid market-based revenue projections. And I hear what you're all saying now. Oh, they're too difficult to find. No one will help me get them, so on and so forth. But those are all just excuses. You need to figure out a way to get real live revenue projections for your film and put those in your business plan. The third mistake that everybody seems to be making is that they've created a generic business plan versus one that's specific to their film and their market. And what I mean by this is a lot of times I know that filmmakers will download these ready-made templates they find on the internet. Sometimes they're not even for films, and they just kind of plug and play their information into the business plan. And what ends up happening is you have this really generic business plan that is not specific or customized to your film at all. So in other words, when you give this kind of business plan to an investor, they can't really see how this applies to your film. You need to be very specific about your distribution plan, who your target audience is, how you're going to connect with this audience, and how you're going to get your film to the marketplace, and not just copy some generic formula that you've seen out there. So remember, get specific. The fourth biggest mistake that I've heard of a lot of people say they've made is they didn't have enough supporting materials for their business plan. Now, having a business plan is one thing, but what I usually suggest my clients have as supplementary materials are a website, preferably with a video teaser, if you can have that, a marketing or pitch packet. Okay, so a little PDF document that is more of a marketing document rather than a business plan. Also your social media pages. All these things serve as supporting materials. And then, of course, another big supporting material that you can have is a cash flow statement. So your business plan focuses on how you're going to pay your investors back, but sometimes they want to know when they're going to be paid back. So a detailed cash flow analysis can help them see this. Of course, you have your screenplay. That's another piece of supplementary material. Any other legal documents like your PPM, even a budget. A budget is considered supplementary material. Do not include your budget in your business plan. That's one of the things that can make it a 30 or 40 or 50 page document. It doesn't need to be in there. It should be part of your supplementary materials. So remember, you have your business plan, and then you have your 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 pieces of supporting materials. And finally, the fifth biggest mistake that people said that they made when presenting their business plan is they didn't present really a clear route to market. And what I mean by this is you need to be expressing to your potential investors in a business plan specifically and clearly how you're going to take your film to market. For example, are you going to enter it into festivals? Are you going to skip festivals and do a limited theatrical release? Are you going straight to foreign distribution? Are you planning to do any self-distribution? Are you planning to do a VOD premiere instead of a theatrical premiere? These are just a few of the things you need to be thinking about. But more importantly, what you need to be expressing in your business plan, you need to show a clear-cut route to the marketplace with your film so that an investor can actually see how your film's going to get out there, and they can visualize and see how they're going to get their money back. So this is the fifth biggest mistake, and I think probably the biggest one of all is and this has happened to me, I've read through business plans before where I've got to the end of it and I thought, well, this told me a lot of things, but it didn't tell me how the heck this film is going to be distributed, what the strategy is to actually make money back. So very, very important. And here's what I want to ask you guys. Are there any changes that any of you guys have made to business plans in the past? Any before and after stories of things you've done that have helped you achieve better results? I'd love to get your input and feedback as well. If you want to post any comments below. And of course, you can ask any questions as well. But let me know what you think. Let me know of any changes you've made to a business plan in the past that has helped you get results. And hopefully it can help somebody else as well. So that's it for today, everybody. Again, this was Stacy Parks of filmspecific.com and the 5 biggest mistakes filmmakers are making with their business plans. Hope to talk to you again soon and see some of your comments below. Thanks again. Bye-bye.